What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, you're having a good start of the week. Hopefully, you had a good weekend. My weekend was not that great, as my football team did not do as well as they should have. But other than that, it was a okay weekend. And now we are back with another video theory for you today. And sit back, relax, because I have a good one for you today. So, I was rewatching Star Wars movies, and yesterday I just finished Attack of the Clones for the billionth time. And there was a scene that I wanted to do a theory on. It was the scene where Count Dooku tells Mace Windu to surrender and his lives will be spared, and Mace Windu responds, "We will not be hostages to be bartered, Dooku." To where Dooku almost executes Mace, and then the Clone Wars just continues as normal. My theory is, what if Mace Windu did surrender to Count Dooku? What would happen, and what would cause Mace Windu to decide to surrender to Mace Windu? Because there has to be a reason that causes Mace Windu to surrender. And would Mace Windu get executed? Well, I am gonna jump on into it. So without further ado, let's jump on into what I think would happen if Mace Windu surrendered to Count Dooku in the Geonosis Arena on Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. So, what I think would have to happen to cause... Let's set up the scenario. What causes Mace Windu to surrender to Count Dooku? Well, he's surrounded by droids. He's surrounded by droids, number one. Number two, Dooku was an old friend of Mace. So, I don't see... So maybe Mace having a soft spot for Count Dooku, he surrenders, right? So, Mace realizes that he's outmatched and he surrenders, right? So he surrenders to Dooku. Count Dooku apprehends them, but before he apprehends Mace, he offers Mace to join him and hunt down Sidious. Mace doesn't join at first, but before Mace declines, what if, I could see this either going two ways. Mace and Dooku team up to face Sidious, or B, Mace declines joining. He still surrenders to Dooku, but Dooku still spares his life. But because he doesn't join Dooku, he basically imprisons Mace. Right? He captures Mace Windu. So he's either going to capture Mace Windu, or Mace Windu is going to join Dooku, and they take out Sidious, right? Well, if I think if we go with the option where Mace teams up with Dooku to face Sidious, then that eliminates Anakin joining the dark side and becoming Vader. Because episode 2 is like 3 years before the events of Revenge of the Sith. So Palpatine doesn't have a full grip on Anakin yet. So if Mace and Dooku team up to take out Sidious early, not only does the Clone Wars end early, but I think Anakin stays on the light side of the Force, right? That's... Now, if Mace doesn't join Dooku, he just surrenders to Dooku, and then Dooku captures Mace Windu and captures all the Jedi that were there, and then Yoda has to basically rescue them. That is a scenario that's actually more tricky to know what happens than having Mace join Dooku. Because if Mace joins Dooku, he can take out Sidious, which eliminates Anakin's turn to the dark side and shortens the war. But if Mace and them get captured by Dooku, then does Yoda surrender, or does he fight to the very end to rescue his comrades? I mean, that's what's interesting about this theory, because if Mace Windu surrenders to Count Dooku in the Jedi Gnostian arena on Geonosis, it can go one of two ways. Like I said, either he joins Dooku and they go after Sidious, eliminating the war and Anakin's turn, or he surrenders to Dooku, gets captured by Dooku, and Yoda then has to make a decision of whether to be violent or surrender to Dooku to ransom for the Jedi, and then it can go from there. And that's what's interesting about this theory, because it can go two ways. Dooku and Mace kill Palpatine, or Dooku captures the Jedi and Yoda is torn between being aggressive or paying a ransom for the Jedi's release. Again, that's my theory. What if Mace Windu, who surrendered to Count Dooku in the Geonosis arena in Attack of the Clones? Let me know how you think it would go if he surrendered to Count Dooku. Do you think they would team up and take out Sidious? Or do you think that he would just allow Dooku to capture him and send a ransom out for Yoda to then pay the ransom for their rescue? Or do you think Yoda would instead use the clones as a diversion to aggressively negotiate the aggressive negotiation joke right there. Anyway, to negotiate the release of the Jedi that have been captured. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. It also helps this channel to leave a like and share this with your peers. And I will see you guys later.